Hi everyone, I'm Sadie and welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I wanted to bring another story time to my channel. Today's video is going to be a story time plus a get ready with me. I'm trying out a new no makeup look. So if you're interested in either of these things, then keep watching. We'll get right into the video. I just watched Gabby DiMartino's newest video and it came out on Saturday. She did like a no makeup routine and I literally commented. I was like, this was so beautiful. I want to try it on myself. I'm gonna try out her routine while telling you this story time. So we're just gonna get right into it. First things first, she started with her eyebrows. She used eyeshadow just to kind of fill in any holes in her eyebrows. I don't have the same palette that she used, so I'm just gonna go in with my Kylie Bronze palette. We are gonna be talking about the second time that I got arrested. And I know you guys are probably like, oh my god, you're a bad influence. This was way back in the past. It's just something for me to laugh about now because I have grown a lot as a person. So leave the judgment at the door, please. I'm going to call my friend in this story. We'll just keep going with the brats thing. It's my last story time. I said my friends' name were Jade and Sasha, which are Bratz dolls. So we'll just carry on with that whole theme. And my friend's name will be Chloe. So I spent the night at Chloe's house. We were really good friends at the time, like best friends. I was always at her house. I ended up staying the night and there was like nowhere to park my car. So Chloe was like, oh, you can just park your car right here and you'll be fine. I ended up moving my car where Chloe told me to, and we went to sleep that night. When I woke up in the morning, my car was gone. Her living room upstairs faced out to her garage and driveway and stuff, and my car wasn't out front of that window anymore. Come to find out, homegirl had me park in a tow zone. Real quick, moving on to the next step in this makeup routine, Gabby suggested using a concealer that is similar to your foundation. I'm like almost out of this. We'll tread lightly with this. But anyway, rub them out a little bit and just kind of take your finger and blend it out. She said to kind of bring it down onto your eyelid. So because I'm almost out, I'm gonna have to go in there with more product. Moving on with this situation with my car getting towed. I finally got a hold of a towing company that had my car, and they told me that it was going to be, I think it was like $250 to get my car back. I did not have the money at the time, and homegirl Chloe was like, you know what, I told you to park there, I will go ahead and bail your car out of car jail. And I was like, thank you so much, I really appreciate that. She took me to go get my car and she paid them their money. So then here's where the story starts to take a turn. Chloe and I went our separate ways because I had just slept over at her house and it was like an unplanned sleepover. So I get in my car and I'm like, all right, see you later. I'm gonna go home, change clothes, shower, whatever. So we all know I smoke weed. It's very apparent on my Instagram, especially if you follow me. I am very much 420 friendly, have my medical card now. But you know, at the time I was smoking illegally. I was on my way home and let's just make note that I had like a dime size amount of weed. Very little amount. And I had a pipe. It was used, so it was dirty. We smoked at Chloe's, but I didn't like smoke in my car or anything like that. I had it in my glove box transporting it back to my house, basically. Real quick, we're gonna contour. She said to use a neutral eyeshadow palette and use one of the like bronze type shades out of it and do like a light nose contour. That is, ooh, that's not really light. Okay, well, I'll fix that. Also, she went into the crease on her eye with a neutral shade as well and just put it into her crease. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Okay, so that's all done. So now the next thing she did was take her foundation and she concealed on her nose and blended that in. Honestly, Gabby has way better skin than me. Like, hers is flawless. So I feel like this looks terrible on me, but I don't know. We'll see. Forgot she did concealer under the eye, and I barely have concealer, so I'm gonna try and get some under my eye at least. Okay, so next she takes that same contour shade for the eyes and puts it underneath her eyes. And then she said to go back in and like bronze your cheeks and forehead. Moving back to the story, I'm driving. I passed the sheriff on my way. Didn't think much of it. I was driving the speed limit and he pulled out behind me. Still, I was like, okay, whatever. I'm not doing anything wrong, so whatever. You not. I was literally pulling in to my driveway and this man flips on his lights. I was like, okay, not sure why, because I wasn't doing anything, so this should be rather interesting. His excuse for pulling me over was my front window tint being too dark. At the time, I had a Pontiac G6. It was a 4-door, so the 2 windows in front were slightly tinted, but the windows in the back and my back windshield were all like super dark, but you could still see through my front windows. So he was like, do you mind if I test your tint? And I was like, sure. I was like, oh, you're a smidge away from being a legal tint. This man was like, smells like you have a lot of, like, did you recently spray perfume? Mind you, I have had the same car freshener for like 6 months plus. I didn't even have perfume on me at the time. So I was like, no, I didn't spray any perfume. I've had this freshener for like 6 months or more. And he was like, well, do you mind if I search your car? Okay, and look, my parents raised a complying, truthful daughter. Okay, so I was like, not gonna cause a scene and say no. That's just not who I am. I willingly let him search my car, knowing damn well what he was gonna find. And I told him what he was gonna find. I mean, either way, he was searching my car, he was gonna find it anyway. So I told him like where it was, how much of it I had, and all this. And he appreciated me being truthful with him. And I mean, he was a really nice sheriff, and like he's really good friends with my mom now. I was just like, you know, I was literally on my way home. I was gonna drop this stuff off, so I didn't have it in my vehicle. So he handcuffed me, put me in the back of his car, and he was like, you know, I'm gonna try everything because you were so compliant with me and willing to let me search and honest about what was about to be found in your car. And I'm gonna try and get you a court date right away so that you don't have to be booked and taken to jail. I've gotten lucky that I've never been taken to jail. Baby, I would not last 5 seconds in that bitch. He was able to get me a court date and he gave me my stuff, my little paperwork or whatever, confiscated my pipe and the little bit of weed I had. Then my mom came outside because she saw the lights and was like, what the hell? She was just not happy with me. And then she and her husband at the time carried on a nice conversation with the sheriff while I just awkwardly pulled my car all the way into the driveway and went inside. I went to court. I pled guilty, obviously, because I was, and the judge ordered me to be on 1 year unsupervised probation, which means I don't meet with a probation officer. I just need to not get in trouble during this year sentence, and it will get erased from my record and I'm good to go. That is my story about how I got arrested for a second time. Especially because this was so much later in life, because the first time was in 2009. I was in 9th grade, I was 14. Now, at this point, it was 2013. I had already graduated high school. I was 18 years old, so I was like freaking out because as an adult, when you get arrested, you do go to jail, and I was not trying to do that. Yeah, anyway. Carry on with this makeup look. The next step is taking foundation. She put 3 dots on her jawline. 1, 2, 3. 2 on her chin. 1, 2. And 3 on her other jawline. And then she blended that out. I know I was skeptical at first and thought it looked terrible on me because my skin is not as flawless. But now, like, now that we've got it all coming together, I definitely feel a lot less insecure about this look. I'm feeling a lot more confident about it, actually. Like, it's coming together pretty nicely. Next, she set her face by using a neutral shadow with minimal shimmer. So yeah, she just kind of set everything with that. It's looking pretty good. So the next thing, she took a like dark chocolate kind of brown, and she just went from the outer corner and drew 1 little line. So I'm gonna go in with that shade and just buff out a nice little line. Simple. The next step is she outlined her lips with a neutral shade, and then she just, instead of filling it in with the lip liner, she just finger blended it all together. And I'm just taking, pretty sure it's like Maybelline, I don't know, but it is a neutral shade. And then she just kind of blended it down onto her top lip and up onto her bottom lip. Just like that. Now this is where she went back and did her highlight. I'm going in with the Jaclyn Hill Volume 1 palette, and she just highlighted as normal. Then what I like to do, she didn't do this, but I like to highlight on my forehead, just right above the eyebrow arch. I learned this technique from Jordan Lipscomb. And the next step is going to be blush on the cheeks, and she said the bridge of your nose. Okay. Then she did her eyelashes. I'm gonna go ahead and put my lashes on off camera real quick. So then the last step that she took with this routine was highlighting her inner corner. Just take it on my finger and pluck it right in there. This is actually a really cute makeup routine. Gabby's onto something. This is definitely a nice little no makeup routine, and I recommend that you guys try it out for yourself because you never know, you might like it. If you guys enjoyed this video, I hope you enjoyed the story time with this video. I'm really bad at talking and doing my makeup, so I really tried my best with this one. If you are interested in more story time, let me know down below in the comments. I'm gonna quick set this with some setting spray. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and of course, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you are the first notified whenever I upload a brand new video. And I will see you again on Friday. Bye!